Oh boy, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, women and children of all ages, welcome to the Hezokuai show. That's right, breakfast with Hezokuai, rise and shine with Hezokuai. This beautiful Friday, we made it to Friday. All right. Yeah, it's already Friday. Can you believe it? I feel like it was just yesterday. It was the last Friday. Every Friday is the last day of the week. And tomorrow is the weekend. It's going to be awesome. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to have Mark, the sarcastic law student, here tomorrow. It's going to be great. Ladies and gentlemen, it's great to have so many people here today. I noticed because I put this up a while ago, there's some people, I don't even know if they're still in here. Let's see, we got Melissa White Rabbit. Hello to you. Dad farted. How's it going? Terry, oh, wait a minute. That means I owe you a happy dance. Here we go. All right. First happy dance of the day. No fooling around, baby. Woo-hoo. All right. Yeah. All right, Dad farted. Good morning, my friends. Happy Friday from Terry Barnes. 2 days in a row where he started 24 hours early from Griffey. There's actually a little bit of a story behind that. So what happened, Griffey, was a couple days ago, someone was telling me that they noticed that sometimes, because like I start at 7 and I usually, like, normally I had been putting the, like, actually creating the stream, because you can create it in advance, as far in advance as you want. Like 6:30. That was my standard. But I guess some people were telling me that within that half hour time frame, they're not necessarily getting the notification. And that if I put it up earlier, the earlier I put it up, the higher the odds are that people will actually get the notification. So I'm like, oh well, I do it every day, so maybe I'll just start making it every night. And so far it seems to be working. Greg Jonick, good morning. All right. Little Chihuahua, big world. Good morning, Rise and Shine with Hezokuai. You know it. Always, always, always. We don't fool around. Product Wrangler. Good morning, everyone. Did I show up first? Nope. Wah, wah. I know, but that was the wrong one. Did I show up first? No, you did not. No, stop. Stop it. You're not supposed to loop. You poop. There you go. All right. So let's see where we at. We got Jam and Jet. Good morning. Oh, and my wonderful, beautiful, fantastic, unbelievable producer Salacious is here, ladies and gentlemen. P Barnes the second, Blue Steel, Little Chihuahua, Nightman's wife, Runner Father's baby Hunter is good this morning. All right, that's great. I love it, love it, love it. Ain't nothing better than a baby hunter. Oh, the baby named Hunter. Ah, I get it. Ha. All right. It's not the funniest joke. David Prillo Jr. is here. All right, good morning to you. Hello. Zerzu Zyquid in the house. What's up? Bandit 2804. What's up? Good to see ya. Let's see. Oh, Christopher O'Connor, of course. What's up? Fred Enza Smitty. Who else? Oh, the Forgiven Jerry. Hey, Del Taco. What's up, my man? With the spaghetti tacos. All right, we're gonna get funky like a monkey. Let's see. Christopher O'Connor, Jam and Jet, David, the Cody. All right. Didn't catch that, Sir Zusaro. All right. Texas Tim, hello. How's it going? Yes. Um, David, don't even tell me that you went to see the Barbie movie. You got Oppenheimer in theaters right now. You got Sound of Freedom in theaters right now. Even freaking Mission Impossible, and you went and you saw Barbie. I mean, I guess. I mean, I guess, you know, looking for an excuse to stare at Margot Robbie for now 90 minutes isn't necessarily the worst thing in the world, but I just can't get past the idea that Barbie would be like a movie for babies, right? Like, I don't know. Because, like I said, I've said it before, because I have two daughters. I've seen the Barbie movies that have come before, the cartoon ones, and they're all absolute trash garbage. So I just think that I'm just assuming it's a live action version of that. Maybe it's not. I don't know, but um, Riot Girl Radio just put her hand in the stove to see what it's like to get burned before she gets burned, like she got arrested, to see how it is to get arrested. Yeah, she is. She's a nut basket, man. I don't know. There's something wrong with that lady. News Now Voodoo said, if I get taste, I'm going to time you out. Oh no, I got to take away his wrench. um, let's see. Terry Barnes, Frauditor Wrangler, Freight is a Smitty. Am I caught up? Who'd I miss? Nicody. Let's see. Edie Marie. Good morning, friends. Good morning to you. Yes. Blackheart Knight is here. Blackheart Knight. Blackheart Knight. Yes. Texas Tim Zoo Highway Star. Yeah, I think Blue Steel. Yeah, Lisa White. I don't think I missed anybody. If I did, let me know. Scott Ammo. Oh, where'd he go? Oh, Mr. Mimsy Borogo Valbay. All right. Timo Kusla. All right. Underground News. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, women and children of all ages, I was going to play an Underground News video today. So, first of all, let's start by dropping the link to the Underground News channel. If you guys aren't subscribed to Underground News, you got to get over there and you got to get that done. So let's start with that. Barbie actually comes out today. Oh, all right. So I guess I could start with your video. I will say this before I even get there, though. I love your stuff, but I don't know what kind of software you're using to make your videos, but you need something that's going to give you a little bit more control over your volume, because I noticed that the volume of the video is fine, but the video when you talk is extremely low. Yeah, see how this guy likes to brag about the fact that he just does it for the money and he doesn't care about anything. Um, yeah, it's great that scumbaggery is legal in this country. So have fun keeping that up. Hope you enjoy burning in hell. All right, let's see. Donald Jeffrey, good morning, everyone. Good morning to you too. Okay, I'll look into that. Yeah, and if you're not sure what I'm talking about, when I play your video, you'll hear it. Like, you are so much quieter than the actual video itself. Again, that's not a complaint. That's just so that you know, if you could find a way to, control your volume better, that would help a lot. Um, just giving practical advice, man. I'm not trying to. All right, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. Like our night for $2. Time me out and tasings will never end. Tase him. Oh no. Uh-oh, this is gonna be a voodoo heavy show today. I could tell already, because we already got Blackheart Night giving away to tasings. All right, let's see what we can do. Hold on. Oh, he's up. He's up.
Okay, what has what? What do we got here? Looks oh yeah. Oh boy, Blackheart Night again. Sure, always with Blackheart Night with the Tasons. Let me tell you something there, you helmet wearing hippie. I ain't got no time for your crap. Do you understand me? From now on, I'm the master of disaster. Hezekiah, I gave myself a wrench so I can do whatever I want, and you can't hit. Wait, what? All
right. All right. Thank you so very much, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate the appreciation. So now that makes the Underground News video even more appropriate. So let's go ahead and start the show with that, shall we?
Hello, everyone. I have a good one here for you. I found a new frauditor. News Now Voodoo. This guy's an up-and-comer. We gotta keep an eye out for him. He's up to no good whatsoever. He's gonna start off by auditing a post office. Yes, a favorite among frauditors. But what's great about this one, the video has everything. He has him making a fool of himself right off the bat. He does the most typical frauditor stuff throughout the entire video. But what we find out later is that he was on house arrest and that he's going to resist his detainment and he's going to get tased a lot. Let's watch.
front of the post office. I'm getting ready to do a First Amendment audit with this post office here, see if they violate my right to be a douchebag in public.
This move threw me for a loop a bit. You never hear a frauditor say exactly how he was going to act. I think he forgot to take this one out in his edits.
Alright, so here I am in front of the boxes. Lots of boxes here, of course, because it is a post office, so they're going to have a lot. So that makes sense. But around this corner, we have more boxes. Okay, alright, plenty of boxes. That's good, that's good. Keep the customers happy. But around this next corner, I know there's going to be some tyrants trying to violate my rights. That's right, watch this. Right around the corner, we got no tyrants, just more boxes. That's right, there's another section, and I'm sure as soon as I get there, they're going to see I'm recording, and they're going to slam me to the ground and tase me, and violate my rights, and be tyrannical beasts. Here we go, it's more, boxes. Okay, alright, so they got post office boxes in the post office, of course they do. Alright, so let's see, what else have we got here? I know around this next corner I'm going to find tyrants. They're everywhere. You can't get away from the tyrants, sir. More boxes. Okay. Well, I'm sure I'll find some tyrants. Here, you know what? Here, let's try and find poster 7. Here we
See what I mean? A fool. Just pure foolishness. And he leaves it all in. He leaves all the garbage in. But now we're moving on to a frauditor favorite. Poster 7. Let's see how he handles this one.
Wait a minute. No outgoing mail! How dare they put this sign up here? No outgoing mail. I knew the tyranny was on display. Those horrible, rotten, no good scumbag tyrants. No outgoing mail. That's no law. They can't enforce that. I can put whatever I want in that box. What is this here now? Look at this crap. A camera filming me right next to a sign. Like they think that people are going to want a job. Be my servant. Get a job being my servant, you. Public servant, that's right. I'm a press pass, so you know I'm a legitimate journalist. All right, let's go in there.
Looks like he got distracted on his way to finding poster 7 here. But here is an old favorite, the security camera. I see he sees the job poster. He could definitely benefit by getting a job and stop harassing people.
And find out what else is going on. Violating my rights. At least finally I found poster 7. Here it is, guys. Poster 7, here it is. I finally found poster 7.
Attaboy, you found it. The famous poster 7. And I'm sure he will read the whole thing and not just read the part that fits his narrative. Let's see.
See, there's all the writing and the words and stuff on there. Poster 7, you know. And now I'm going to show you that they put it up. They tried to hide it from me, those scumbag tyrants. But I know better than to fall for them. They're supposed to be my servants. But they put tape on it, taped it up on a piece of chalk cardboard. Anyway, poster 7, ladies and gentlemen. The greatest poster in the world, poster 7. It gives anyone who owns a camera the right to do whatever they want, whenever they want, with no consequences. That's the great thing about poster 7. It's like magic. Here, watch. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna film poster 7 for you, and I'm gonna show you guys. Now watch this. Okay, now look how I do this. See, I'm gonna put my camera right here. See, right in the photographs for news purposes section, and I'm gonna show you the part that you need to read. See, I'm gonna film it. Watch. I'm gonna put my camera right here, and see all the words beneath my camera. Those don't matter. That's just tyrannical gobbledygook to try and violate your rights. But the reality is that this part that's showing is all you need to read. All the rest of the writing on here is just some tyrannical lawyer top-splitting gobbledygook.
Oh, swing and a miss. He's not doing well here. Let's see what he does next.
Anyway, here's the section where they sell stuff. These signs, they don't have any CRF codes on these signs either. So I don't know what they're trying to pull. These guys are tyrants trying to steal our money. And look. They got a camera. How come they can have a camera? What is the post office cam-backing now? A bunch of cam-backing Karen post office people? If they can film, I can film. There you go. So now watch this. I'm going to get some service. I'm going to get a public servant to serve me and do what I say because I said it. All right, public servant, come to me now. Come on, public servant, where are you?
Listen, do you hear that? That is the rare mating call of the small-brained Frauditor. Listen to what it sounds like. Public servant. Here. Public servant. Here. Public servant. Come to me.
Hey, where's the public servant? Why is there nobody here? I know what's going on. They are refusing me service. They saw me filming and they decided to be tyrants and to refuse service to me. There's no other reason why there wouldn't be someone here right now. Could you even begin to imagine any reason why someone might not be at this desk other than to violate my rights, me specifically, because I'm holding a camera? How dare they? I'm going to sue the Department of Transportation, the Department of Motor Vehicles. I'm going to sue the city. I'm going to get Chile to write me a lawsuit.
Now we've come to the part our Frauditor starts screaming about his rights being violated. And he will start a lawsuit. And he's going to get the constitutional law scholar, Chile de Castro, the one and only, to help. So you know he's going to win this case. Let's see how this ends.
All right, so I'm outside now and just chillaxing. And it was a big fail, horrible fail, terrible post office. They were evil, rotten, no good tyrants in there, all of them. Every single one of them was terrible. They failed miserably. This is just unacceptable behavior. Hiding from me, refusing me service. I don't know why no one showed up to help me. I have a camera. They should do what I want. Just because I have one. They fail, miserable. Hey, wait a minute. Hezekiah, what are you doing? Hey, what are you doing here? And why are you looking at my leg? Hey, look, man, I know I'm under house arrest, but I just snuck out just to do a quick little audit. No, Hezekiah, no, please. I know I should have stayed in the house. I'm under house arrest. I get it, but no, please, don't tase me, bro. Don't tase me, Hezekiah. No, don't do it. No. Okay, now we're driving back home. Ow, okay, I won't sneak out again. Ow. Okay, I get it. I'm supposed to be under house arrest. I'm supposed to be under house arrest. I know. You're taking me home. We're in the car. There's nothing we can do about it now anyway. Oh, come on, Hez. Give me a break, dude. I'm sorry. I'll never sneak out again. I promise. All right, guys. Well, I don't know how much longer this house arrest thing is going to last, but I'm going to get out of it. You watch. And you join me on the next episode of News Now Voodoo auditing things. But yeah, First Amendment audits. I have a press badge. I got the handcuffs, the untied shoes. I know, Hez. You don't have to show them every time. All right, goodbye. Have a nice day. Give me money.
Well, there you go. I promised a tasing. And we got a tasing. This was fun. Thanks to Hezokuai for this video. I'm going to put a link to his channel in my description. Have a good day. And remember, send your thoughts and prayers to News Now Voodoo. He's going to need it after that tasing.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Don't forget to check out the ultimate... See, I love her stuff. Like, I don't know. There's just something about, well, I mean, last I checked, she was in here. So I love your stuff. Last time I checked, I mean, there's just something about your sense of humor that I particularly like. Like, another round of applause for Underground News. All right. Especially that part when you're like, oh, the Frauditor mating call. Here, public servant. I just pictured, like, here, kitty. Like, that's great stuff. Anyway, speaking of funny stuff, ladies and gentlemen, that's interesting that, so she says, I definitely hear it because I mentioned that her volume was way lower than the video itself. And then right after that, Unclean Hands is like, who was that? I didn't hear her. Literally right above your comment. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. So anyway, the next thing I wanted to check out, is oh no, wait a minute, hold on a second. A Blackheart Knight keeps getting timed out by News Now Voodoo. Joke wise, I'm with it, but it don't actually make it to where Blackheart is actually being like where it's a problem. Like doing it like one time as a joke is fine, but come on, guys. Let's see. Hold on a second, guys. I'm just checking something out real quick before I get into this next bit I want to get into. All right. That's just I needed to reply to that. So yeah, like I say, if like that first time when News Now Voodoo's like, I'm gonna time out anyone who tases me, and then Blackheart tased him, and in his super chat he said, if you need to time me out over this tasing, fine. But again, one time as a joke is a joke, but come on, don't make it a bad thing. I only timed him out once. He's saying you did it 5 times. Oh no. Yes, absolutely. We would if you want help or advice or whatever, definitely let me know. Feel free to email me. It's all good. So anyway, the first thing I really wanted to get into today, ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't think that was the most hilarious thing ever, wait till you see what I'm about to show you. News Now Patrick updated his Facebook. Highway Star put in a super chat. Oh no, I owe another tasing for listening to the cow sills.
Also said that she loved me. Ah, you bunch of hippy dippy poopy crap sandwich eating bungholes. Listen, you think those guys are bad? I know that your favorite band is the Shags. Oh, hey, wait! My pal Footfoot, he's the best in the world. My pal Footfoot.
Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Weed Skador's here. I haven't seen you in a minute. What's up, Weed Skador? Good to see you, buddy. All right. Snafu the Great's in the house. What's up? PayPal Patty, did his balls drop yet? No, but in his Facebook update, he's trying to make it look like they did. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, women and children of all ages, behold, with great awe and mass stupidity, News Now Patrick's latest update to his Facebook page. Oh, you guys are going to love this. Okay, so now I got someone saying I got a Griffey super chat. For some reasons, the super chats are not popping on my StreamYard today at all. I'm not seeing them. Let me go back and look. Oh, wait. There it is. News Now Voodoo gets a level 12 tasing. Is that for real or is that a gag? Okay, Scott. I don't know if Patrick himself meant it as a gag, but that is for real what he posted on his Facebook page. Again, I don't know if he meant it as a joke, but that's really legitimately what he posted on his Facebook. Grampus, what's up? All right, so I owed Griffey a tasing. All right. Yes. Let's see. He's sick enough to pay for violence. He's not paying for violence. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I want to make this clear because this is important, not just for as a joke with the News Now Voodoo tasings, but this is important because I've been thinking about this a lot, and I've come to the realization that these frauditors like to say that, oh, you guys celebrate violence. You celebrate cops smashing windows. You celebrate cops tasing people. You celebrate cops trespassing people from buildings by physically making them leave. You guys celebrate violence. First of all, no, we don't. We celebrate justice. It's not about violence. It's about justice. If you need to be dragged out of the building, then somebody needs to drag you out. I've said it before and I'll say it again. All of these people, when the people in a building want you to stop filming, and the people who work there, who are hired to serve the public, see the public wants the idiot with the camera gone, they are serving the public by getting rid of the idiot with the camera. Lord KJW, what's up? So, ladies and gentlemen, this isn't violence. This is justice for News Now Voodoo.
Ah, crap! No. Listen, guys. My spleen still hurts from the last one. I'm starting to hemorrhage, man. Come on. This is not cool. I'm going to have to call 911. You know what I'm saying? Or even worse, I'm going to have to call 811 so I can know where to dig the hole that they're going to bury me in. Come on, guys. Stop with the tasers, will you? Ah, crap! My pancreas! My spleen! My kidneys! My appendix! My tonsils! What the hell?
All right. What would worry me is that the Patrick mean is if he has guns. He may, I don't know. I'm pretty sure he's a felon. Well, that's the thing. Like, I don't know if those are like real guns he's holding in the picture or not. They kind of look legit. I mean, do you see he's got two pistols and he's got a rifle. So, and it looks like an assault rifle from here, but I don't know. Because he's wearing a black shirt and it's a black rifle. So, and I'm old and blind, but yeah. Oh, what's this? No, sorry, we got a nice plot ready for you to fill in. Has his toilet. What the hell news? Oh, for you to fill in it. I peed myself laughing when I saw that picture. Oh yeah, News Now Patrick is. Oh, he's such a douche canoe. But he was one of the original douche canoes. We have to give him credit for being one of the first original douche canoes. Butterbrained, wife beaten douche canoes that we all love to hate. I ain't got time for this. Ladies and gentlemen, Tones overthinks it. All right.
Greetings everyone, I am Fezington, and welcome to Fail Corner, the series where we observe what happens when the most foolish of the fools and the stupidest of the stupids think they had the perfect plan, only for it to end in a spectacular fail. Today we are going to see yet another sovereign citizen traffic stop. No doubt a ridiculously long and circular conversation before finally ending in an arrest.
No. All right, so I'm getting pulled out of my car right now. I just wanted to tell you guys that.
Well, butter my buns and call me a biscuit. That was fast.
I parked in Target parking lot, and they're pulling me out of my car and putting handcuffs on me for no reason right now, guys.
So you have warrants, and your car doesn't have license plates on it.
Yeah.
So there's not. Well, no, you say what you want to say, but you're a liar. I want to check that license as well.
This police officer is officially a hero for calling out this idiot on all of his sovsit nonsense. Too many times have we seen sovereign citizens just drone on and on about their fantasy world, where somehow the laws don't apply to them, but at the same time there are somehow laws that let them have and do anything they want without consequence.
Okay, I'm sorry. I have to point something out. Because Snafu the Great says Dominic Mysterio makes a more convincing gangster than Patty. Let me tell you something. For about the past 6 months, I would say that his entire gimmick is being carried by Rhea Ripley. That's my opinion on that. Anyone who knows what I'm talking about knows what I'm talking about. And I love the book that Fezington's reading, by the way, in case you didn't notice. I wrote it. It's my book. Link in the description below. Yeah.
And anyone trying to stop them is wrong and committing fraud. Well, I'm just glad we didn't have to listen to him endlessly pull excuses and falsehoods out of his. There's a longer follow-up video, isn't there?
Yeah. I actually have the Constitution in the window here, sir, and American jurisprudence, the conflicts of law. You know, I'm actually an investigator with the National Action Task Force.
Right.
Oh, a bull artist.
I should have known that was too good to be true. All right then, let's hear what elaborate web of stupidity he has to spin for us this time.
I don't know what that is and what that means, but
Yeah.
you need to have a driver's license or some kind of registration on this car.
Yeah. I'm totally legit, sir.
I don't believe you are, sir.
Yeah.
Where are you coming from? What state?
I'm a traveler. I live.
What state were you traveling before this?
I just drove from South Carolina. From here.
Wait, first you said you were traveling, but then less than 5 seconds later you said you drove. Sounds like someone needs to read their 3rd edition of Black's Law Dictionary again. Also, if you are a legit investigator, then I'm a sombrero.
Sir,
So you don't have a driver's license?
I've canceled my contracts with the government, so you guys no longer have jurisdiction to, prosecute and tow my vehicle because it's no longer under your jurisdiction. I've canceled all my Sir, I know the Constitution, okay?
I also know the Constitution, and last I checked, there is no amendment that says you being subject to the law is a voluntary contract you can choose to cancel. On a side note, sovereign citizens and frauditors alike worship the Constitution like it's some sort of divine mandate for which no man can defy, but the reality is, it is but an old document written centuries ago by a bunch of old guys wearing tights and powdered wigs. It in of itself has no value. It is how we collectively, not individually, choose to interpret it, how we choose to change it, and adhere to it, is where its true value and meaning lies. No one man, or in this case a bald bearded moron too stubborn to get a driver's license, can decide what it means. Abraham Lincoln himself once said, without union, the Constitution is only a piece of paper. Yes, I'm going on a rant to avoid having to cut back to him probably saying something stupid.
You're on Instagram Live. I have about 50,000 followers.
And nobody cares for,
Sir, have I done anything wrong?
No, we're trying to figure that out, but right now you have no license. I don't know who you are and your car's unregistered.
Yeah, but that's not a crime, sir.
wrong!
So, okay, and since you are escalating, can you please get your sergeant out here?
Sure.
Thank you, sir. And since you are gonna physically remove me from my vehicle, so you have to take my notice because this is public notice to your agency, and it becomes incumbent and advantageous for you to read it because it's legally binding.
No.
From the moment I hand you this, it's legally binding. So take this, sir.
You're in the Mass Ave area. You make your way down.
So he's refusing to take my documents here.
I'll blow it out your ass.
What's your name and your badge number, sir? What's your name, sir? Sir, what's your name?
My name's Al.
What's your badge number?
636.
Thank you, sir. Are you're the conducting officer in this incident?
Now I am upon supervisor.
All right, here you go. Here's,
Again, I don't need that, sir.
see, that's actually it's actually illegal for him to refuse a public notice. It's actually reckless negligence because now if he violates my rights, he's liable for damages.
Says who? What law dictates that he can't refuse a public notice? What law says it's a public notice? How are you in authority to make a public notice? Who died and made you king of the universe?
I'm just a traveler, man. I live in my van, dog, and I'm just standing up for my rights. And
Hey, the guy who won the ultimate douchebag award in my Sovereign Citizen Awards video is saying, hey, man, I'm just living in my van, standing up for my rights. Yeah, by stealing vaccines and spreading conspiracy theory nonsense and going on the internet and spreading misinformation and making the world a more dangerous place for regular people. Yeah, there you go. That's all good. So it looks like we got $2 from Black Card Night. No card equals a tase. Let's see. Did you ever find the card, buddy?
Hey, look, man. Hey, check it out. Look, I found it. See, I found it. No tase. No tase. I found the card. Yeah. See, it's right here. I got it. See, no tasing. I found the card and it's all good, man. We're done and we're settled. No problem. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Let me see that. No.
Come on, Hez. Stop. No, don't. Come on. What are you trying to do, man? It's a card. It's legit.
Let me see that card. Wait a minute. No. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not the card he won, which was number 15. This is this month's grand prize, number 16 of the limited edition Schrodinger's Cat holofoil card. There's only 2 of these left in the world, number 16 and number 17. So don't forget that our giveaway this month, the grand prize, is going to include this card as well as a packet of Hez merchandise, which we'll go over the specific details of that later. But this guy's trying to trick me into thinking that this is card 15, which is still missing, by the way. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. It's all part of the show. Don't think that I actually lost it. All right, so let's get into it. You deserve a tasing, a double, quadruple tasing for lying to me. What do you think about that, punk? Well,
Hez, I mean, I wasn't technically lying. I just was not telling the. It wasn't okay. Like Elwood Blues once said. The wise Elwood Blues once said, "It wasn't lies, it was bullshit." Hell yeah, you heard it right. I'm quoting the Blues Brothers. Ow! How do you make it hurt even more? I can feel it. Oh, there's no expectation of privacy in public. If you don't want to be filmed, go home.
all right. Yes, the better, more free world that the frauditors want to build is one where everyone's afraid to leave their houses and just hides in their basements with their windows closed. Boy, I can't wait till that happens, so that the only people with any rights or any freedom are the 100 to 150 people that are auditors, and everyone else in the world has to just bend over backwards to accommodate those handful of idiots because they're loud. So I guess the minority rules as long as they're louder than the majority, and that's all that matters. So, Bubba J, what's up? Oh, no. I don't believe this. Oh, wait, Underground News. I'm going to have to go through that work thing now. All right, take it easy. Have a good day. Thank you for joining us. Everybody subscribe to Underground News. Griffey for 2 Australians says a tasing is in order for trying to defraud us. A non-one news is here. All right, Parsons 1122. Hold on, Voodoo, the real hero protecting our rights, like Captain America. That's right. Uh-oh. Oh, no, we got another taser coming up. Tim Heck says, here's an idea. Tase Voodoo like they did Mel Gibson in Lethal Weapon 1. Oh, yeah. We're going to attach this kid to a car battery. Well, in case you don't know, the way it's been working is that Blackheart Knight secretly inserted, he went to the doctor for a regular checkup, and then they ended up giving him an operation where they secretly attached I don't want him to hear this. They secretly attached a mini taser to his spleen, and Blackheart Knight actually controls the button with the intensity and all that. So that's why he can sometimes get tased without me actually stabbing him. And then it looks like I got something. $5 from Highway Star. Voodoo Douche Canoe was found using Bluetooth. So you guys are in cahoots. Tase, tase, tase. Oh, yes. The cat's out of the bag. Yes, News Now Voodoo and News Now Douche Canoe have been working together in secret to try and find the card. They're both still denying that they know where it's at or what happened to it. We'll see what happens from there. But in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to the quadruple duple taselator tasinating. This is going to be amazalating because I'm going to tasify and make him fry until he starts to smell like smoke. This ain't no joke. This kid's going down like a clown in Chi-Town. Going down like a clown in Chi-Town. Hell yeah. Oh! Oh, crap, I didn't hit the button.
It's live, people. Wait. Why does my sphincter hurt? What the hell's going on? Wait, this is bad enough, man. Hey, what are you doing with that? Wait a minute. Quadruple. This sucks.
All right. Oh, no, not this guy. News not now. Voodoo de Castro has lost the card. Boo. No, not that one. Yeah, there you go. News now. Voodoo de Castro. Oh, boy. Anyway, let's get back into the video because we love tones, ladies and gentlemen. We love tones here at the Hezokuai Show. Frauditor Follies, Rise and Shine with Hezokuai.
In a world full of oppression, I turned on my interior lights and put down my windows so you guys. Right, I'm just. Yeah, we the people, man. You got. Yeah, you've taken an oath to protect and defend the Constitution, bro.
You want to defend the other drivers on the road who might be, because you don't have insurance or anything.
Yeah, right? Yes, I do, sir. If you would take a minute, I have.
Insurance.
I am legally bonded under a silver bond. I am indemnified. I am totally legal. Okay.
Yeah, sure you are. Next, you're going to tell us that the silver bond, which I don't see how it can be a substitute for car insurance, is somehow in some secret account.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is Uncle Artie's Happy Dance. Here we go. He thinks it's funny.
Yeah. Uncle Artie, this is just for you.
I can never have sex again!
Tied to your birth certificate? How does someone listen to this and think to themselves, that all makes perfect sense and doesn't sound ridiculous at all?
I'm trying to explain to you, sir. You're just disregarding me because, listen, you have been hired to enforce public policy. I've canceled those contracts. I am now a private.
So what do you do in the winter? Do you drive this car in the winter?
Yeah, yeah.
You shovel the roads yourself?
Welcome to real life.
No, there's no.
You use the taxpayers' dollars when you want to travel in the winter.
HJR 192, Public Law 73-10. They did away with money in 1933, sir.
Ah, yes. HJR 192 Public Law 73-10, which was about assuring uniform value of coins, and doesn't say the concept of money was abolished or otherwise done away with. If he is referring to when the US went off the gold standard, you know, when it was decided that because the value of gold and silver shifted too quickly, and that the world supply of it would only decrease, it was better to ensure everyone's money had value no matter what. But because this was done by the federal government and sovereign citizens have an automatic instinct to declare the federal government and everything it says to be fake, they shoot themselves in the foot. Because if there is no such thing as money, then how exactly does this douche canoe planning to collect those damages he said he'd be filing for?
Yeah.
Ha ha! He got called out by Fezzington. Yeah. How does this do? If there's no such thing as money, how does this douche canoe plan to? What is he going to collect when he says that he has this charges? Oh my goodness! Billy Egg for $2. I didn't come here to see News Now Voodoo twerking. That's right. You came here to watch Hezokuai do a happy dance. All right, and sing the Osmonds. All right. Crazy horses. Woo! Woo! Crazy horses. I'm a little bit country. You're a little bit rock and roll. What? Ain't no bones in ice cream. What are you looking at me for? Look at Tones.
Fiat currency, because it's the accepted method of exchange today.
He's an imbecile.
So am I being detained right now?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's actually $10,000 per incident.
Oh, for the love of Pete, another one with non-existent fines. When has that ever worked? Seriously. Why do sovereign citizens even think that is a thing? It's not even a concept in traffic law or criminal law that can be misinterpreted, so where did it even come from? Fines for committing a crime are paid to the state, not to you. Only in a civil case where damages are awarded to you by a judge would you receive anything, and even then you would have to have a legitimate case. You have a better chance of growing your hair back before that ever happens.
If you don't have a constitutionally lawful warrant signed by a magistrate judge in wet ink, you can't illegally detain me unless you have reasonable articulate suspicion that I'm in the process of committing a crime or probable cause. Do you have any of those, sir? You have reasonable articulate suspicion that I've committed a crime? What crime was committed? That's a traffic infraction.
No, it's criminal in this state, sir. You'd be arrested for it.
I'm drowning! I'm going to drown!
No,
Like I said, we have a supervisor on our way. We're gonna talk to him and find out.
Under the Constitution, these are victimless crimes, sir. That's what the problem is in America. I'm standing against victimless crimes.
You're gonna talk to the supervisor. He's probably the smartest guy here.
Sounds good. Sounds good, brother. I think he should inform you about being reckless and negligent,
Sure he will.
and not accepting my documents because you're legally bound right now. The American National People, the Creator, will we have our whole legal. We have a federal court case filed.
Well, at this point, we might as well just breeze through some of the highlights so we can see the extent of just how incredibly ludicrous this guy's perception of the world is.
So here's official notice to your agency. You must take this, sir, because it becomes legally binding. My nation's embassy is in California, and here's our international 35-page notice, which is registered and with the Secretary of State's office in Washington, D.C. and in Singapore. Here's my private identification, which is copyrighted, and I'm legally indemnified through our silver bond. This is for your agency as well, sir. You guys must take this notice. See, they're refusing again, guys. I have like 50,000 followers that are watching as well. So I just canceled all my contracts, and I put my hand in God's hand and was like, God, take my hand, because what's going to happen if we just let you guys to keep plowing us like this? People are watching. Look at all the love I'm getting. Hallelujah, guys. I mean, I've been pulled over. Like, that's like why I'm so popular, because they pull me over all the time. I'm not just talking out the side of my mouth. If it's the common way of travel during your time, it's a God-given, unalienable right. No government agency can restrict your freedom to travel. Everything in your system is all registered, and it's all part of the agency. Yep, took off the sticker because dude, it's my right to privacy. If you guys have to legally violate my rights, and you're gonna do it on a live stream, and I'm telling you, it's on page 3 in our documentation. Minimum penalties for trespassing upon American national rights are inherent natural rights, unwarranted pedestrian stops, $10,000 each incident, $5,000 for every 5 minutes illegally detained. If detained in handcuffs, it's $100,000 per incident, $10,000 for every 5 minutes detained after.
No one gives a flying fart in Finland about your fee schedule. No one will ever take your documents seriously. No authority will ever recognize your fake nation, and no one will ever pay you. No sovereign citizen has ever been paid. What do you think someday the right to travel fairy is going to magically make all that used toilet paper you call documents legal? And that every cop that has ever cited or arrested you will write you a freaking check and leave them under your pillow? And what exactly are they paying you with, since you said there is no real money? You absolute brainless dingleberry. I can't take much more of this malarkey. Let's just skip to the end so we can see just where all of his mindless dribble leads him.
Wow, guys, I live in here, man. This is
with all due respect. I mean, we're treating you respectfully, and like you said, fines and penalties and everything's in there. So,
what's that?
We're treating you with all due respect and whatnot. But step up, please.
So what, you guys tow my vehicle? All right. See, sometimes it just, they won't listen to you, but they've been put on notice though. So.
We appreciate it. Do you have any weapons on your inside? No, sir. Okay. Can I just face cop on?
Yeah. Yeah. Why am I being put under arrest though?
Because you are driving unlicensed, sir. You're driving an unregistered vehicle, and you're driving an uninsured vehicle. Okay.
These are people of the land, the common clay of the New West. You know, morons.
Well then, good riddance, you dim-witted schmuck. Thank you for watching. If you like what you see and want to see more, please be sure to hit the like button and consider subscribing. Also feel free to leave your thoughts in the comment section below, as we always enjoy reading them. Goodbye.
All right. round of applause for Tones Overthinks It. Sometimes he'll do a post-credit scene, so that's why I always like to leave it on till the end. And I just want to pause right there real quick, just for anyone who's never actually noticed it. This whole thing with this where is it? Dagnabbit. Okay. So he's got up here, we got P Barnes up at the top there. See? Where am I? Okay, here we go. We got P Barnes here. We got Schrodinger here. We got the library. They got this guy's got a fez on. There's a picture of Fessington. I love this. This is the best library in the world. Great stuff. Great stuff. Great stuff. All right, it looks like he doesn't have a post-credit scene in this one. Another round of applause. Your Tones Overthinks It. All right. Awesome stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not, News Now Voodoo posted a freaking video. He created his own channel. I don't know when he did that. I obviously wasn't looking, but let's see what he's doing. He's talking crap or something. Let's find out.
Now, this just in, police officers in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, were asking people to be on the lookout for a man who robbed a store. And I think we do have his description. Can we take that? Let's take his description. Okay.
I've become so numb, I can't feel you there. Become so tired, so much more aware. I'm becoming this, all I want to do.
Thank you for watching.
News Now Voodoo with a membership. Get in the raffle. Anyone could win, even me, says News Now Voodoo. All right, here's a happy dance for Voodoo. All right. Uncle Artie, the contest is always rigged against me. Even when he wins, he still bitches.
They don't know that we know. They know we know.
Come down today and try some corn, or we will sacrifice your newborn. You what?
Okay. Well. That was great. Actually, I love that. Polka, polka, polka. That's right. We all love a good polka. In heaven, there is no beer. That's why we drink it here. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I got a lot of stuff going on right now. I want to apologize right here, right now, live on the air, to Dad Farted, because not even last month, but the one before that, he was one of the winners of our giveaway to get a copy of my book. But then, because I know he has vision problems, I wasn't sure if he actually wanted a hard copy of the book or something else. And then finally he's like, no, I want the book. And now he wants to know if I mailed it yet. And I'm like, yeah, of course I did. I remember wrapping the package and getting everything all set up and ready to go. And then he just asked again if I sent it yet. So Dad Farted, I want to apologize, because here's your package right here. In other words, it isn't in the mail. So I'm going to drop this in the mail today as soon as I go off the air, and you should get it real soon after that. If whoever, because I remember there was something about the address that you wanted me to send it to. There was some issue about that I remember as well. So if I think somebody else wanted me to send it to them as proxy, and then they would get it to you, whoever that was, if you could get them to re-email me just in case. So I can make sure I send it to the right place and the right people. I apologize again. I didn't even realize I just looked where I keep my packages to see, because I remembered wrapping it and getting it ready, but I didn't ship it yet. I forgot that I didn't ship it yet. I don't know how it's in my mind. I apologize, but it's right here, ready to go, all wrapped up and sealed and everything. I even got my little Hezokuai sticker on it for you. I might throw in a little something extra for you because of the weight. I'm sorry. I feel bad. Now I feel horrible. Uncle Artie's like, no, he's just going to send you a photograph of your prize. Is my missing card with that? News Now Voodoo says, no. Can you prescribe spaghetti tacos as medicine to frauditors to help them get smart, or would you need something else? Now, the only thing that would make, well, see, at this point, if you taught a frauditor the ABCs, they'd be more intelligent than they are. Oh, man. Don't pull a Chili or a Regan on Dad Farted. No. It was, have you made sure the book is actually in there? Yes, it is. Oh, Uncle Artie, you don't, whatever. Dad Farted matters. Uncle Artie doesn't. Stefan St. German for 2 Canadian because it's Friday, you tyrant. Here's your happy dance. All right. Thank you very much. Oh my goodness. So yeah, once again, I definitely do apologize. I feel horrible. That's not cool. I'm making myself sick thinking about it. Oh boy. Because I don't want to be that guy. I just want to have fun with you guys and make you guys happy and have engagement with my audience and all that good stuff. And we got 5 gifted memberships from Jam and Jet. All right. Here's your happy dance. All right. The only thing that'll make a frauditor smarter is a lobotomy. I don't think he saw my chat. Yeah, I don't see any of them. No happy dance. Yeah, lots of happy dances. Here's another one. All right. And it's almost time for the cupcake happy dance. And we got Ray for $10. A happy dance for Dad Farted. All right, here we go. All right. Excellent. Hezokuai loves the smell after Dad farted. Oh, no. Oh, man. David Perillo Jr., I disagree about what? I don't know. No, I sent you a super chat for Voodoo. Well, but you like Voodoo, right? Like I said, I don't know. For some reason, my StreamYard isn't showing me the super chats the way it's supposed to today. I don't know what happened. Let me scroll back. Let's see. I got Jam and Jet, Ray, Stefan, Parson. Oh, all the simps are limp because the pimp is eating shrimp. Voodoo happy dance. All the simps are limp because the pimp is eating shrimp. Happy dance. All right. Here you go, Parson 1122. All right, here you go. Voodoo, one of your actual fans, one of the few, there's like 2 of them. One of them actually wants to see you do a happy dance.
Thank you, Parson 1122. It's about time somebody's rational around here. You should all know and understand, and I don't know why you guys don't get it, that being mean and evil and horrible and disgusting and rude and antisocial and acting like a complete douche canoe and a douchebag and being a public nuisance is legal. And therefore you should do it because you legally can. And other humans need to burn in hell and die, and we're going to make sure that they're full of hate in their hearts when they die. We're going to take all of our hatred and guarantee that we spread it to all of you. Yeah. All right, Parson, here's your happy dance. Dig it. Right. Come on, Hez. Oh, yeah. All right. That's good stuff, right, Hez? Ow.
Sorry. I couldn't help it. He deserved a good smack. Truth Science 151. He's got some more sovereign citizens for us. I love this guy because he does things like he'll say stuff like, what in the doohickey is this guy talking about? And I just love the way Truth Science breaks stuff down and the way he talks. It's good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. But first, we got 2 Canadian from Stefan saying, dance for our princess, you YouTube tyrant. That's right. It's almost time for the Princess Cupcake dance. So let's do a warm-up. All right. Thank you very much. Check my book to see if the card is in it right now on stream. No, it is. Believe me. It's because I just now when I was off, literally just now I sealed it. But before I did, I double checked. I made sure that there's a card in here and there's a Hezokuai pen in here too. So it's all good. You're all set. I just need to double check. I know I got an email from someone telling me where to send it. Like I said, if you want to email me or whoever your proxy is, have them email me just to double check and make sure. But I could dig through my emails and find the address again. And again, I apologize. I didn't send it yet. Like I said, I know I got the package right here. I remembered making it. But then when I mailed everything out, I guess I just assumed that that was there. And then because of my monthly giveaway, I have a box that I have on the side over here just for all my prize related stuff. Like right now, I'll show you. I pull the box out, and here's all the pens that I'm going to give away this month. Here's the in fact, I need to show these anyway. I got green and purple because that's my color scheme is green and purple. I got my Rash keychains, my Rise and Shine with Hezokuai keychains. In here, and I got the Rash T-shirt that's going to be in the package for the grand prize. So I got all this stuff in my prize box. So when you asked that earlier today, I'm like, no, I'm sure I sent out all my prizes. So I grabbed this and I dug through to the bottom, and sure enough, there it was. I haven't mailed it yet, so I apologize. I'm very, very sorry about that. But you'll get it, and it'll be good. Is a monthly visit? Is the giveaway a monthly visit from Aunt Flo? Hey, Long Island Audit lost an appeal. All right. Love it. Good to hear. All right. So anyway, let's look at this new Truth Science video and see what he's got to say. All right.
And this is case number SP 1466520, People versus Michael Harris. Names for the record.
Jane Carver on behalf of Mr. Harris.
Truth Science appearing on behalf of YouTube, Your Honor.
Can you state your name? Mr. Harris, can you state your name?
We can't hear you, Mr. Harris.
Oh, shoot. Hold on one moment. Okay. There we go. Keep falling for some reason.
You balancing it on something?
Yeah.
Okay. We can. I think.
Ah.
Go ahead. Just state your name.
On and for the record. Oh, let me put my light on. Oh, shoot, my light went out.
This dude is dropping his phone. Now his light went out. You already could tell that this is going to be a complete train wreck.
I can see. On and for the record, all rights reserved without prejudice. I, Mikael Eric Harris, beneficiary and sovereign principal of the Sesque Trust, am here by special appearance, participating under threat, duress, fraud, coercion, harassment, and extortion, not submitting to the court's jurisdiction.
Excuse me, sir, but what in the doohickey are you talking about?
All right. So, I'm not trying to harass you or threaten you or anything. If you don't want to participate, then I'll just, you're responding to my call of this case. So, if you're not participating, then we don't need you to, it'll be as if you're not here. As if Michael, let me just say, as if Michael Eric Harris is not here. That's on this ticket.
Eric Harris is the trust. I'm the beneficiary of that trust. And you and the courts are the fiduciaries.
Yeah, that's all I can do is move. If you move forward, if you're saying that you are Michael Eric Harris.
The beneficiary.
If you're not saying that, I'm just going by the ticket. I didn't make the ticket. So I just, so if you who's on the screen now responding to the case I called are not saying that you are Michael Eric Harris, then I can't move forward.
If this individual who's supposed to be a man isn't the person that's supposed to be here in court today, Your Honor, just issue a warrant for that man's arrest, because that means he didn't show up. So you can issue a warrant for failure to show up. It's that simple. Stop playing games with this fool.
Okay, well,
okay.
What I'm saying is that your officer made a citation according to the trust.
That's not my officer. I have nothing to do with the officer, just so you know. The court
for it to be there, for me to be here today under this situation, it had to come from somewhere. That's the reason why I'm here. Y'all summons the trust, and that's the reason why I'm here. I'm the beneficiary of that trust.
Okay, we didn't summons a trust. We summons a person of Michael Eric Harris, but it was generated because an officer who is not part of the court.
I'm late for the cupcake dance. I hope she's still watching. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the cupcake dance. All right. Okay. Olay. Thank you very much. Woohoo. Maybe Hez has gone to the post office to post that prize. Honestly, that's the thing. I'm like, I'm you guys don't understand how like I'm really, really, really upset with myself about this, and I'm completely distraught over it. And I'm working on trying to get this all sorted out and ready so that as soon as I go off the air, I could go take care of it. I feel horrible. Anyway, let's get back to it.
issued a citation or issued a ticket. So
Well,
that's all I can say.
that officer started a suit against the trust. That officer started a suit against the trust with the all caps name. And that all caps name is the reason why the beneficiary is here, because I'm the photographic representation of the beneficiary of that trust.
You're the photographic beneficiary of that trust. Once again, sir, what in the doohickey are you talking about?
And there was no crime committed, and failure to present the court a case deprived the court of jurisdiction against me, being a sovereign principal of the Hezokuai Trust, who hereby moves this court to dismiss the complaint filed by the officer or policy officer for failure to present a cause of action or crime.
All right, thank you. Ms. Mason, do you have anything to state?
For the record, Your Honor, Gia Mason, attorney for the city of Detroit. The charges against Mr. Michael Harris, the beneficiary of the trust, the charges are license, improper license, unregistered vehicle, no valid insurance. At this time, is Mr. Harris amenable or agreeable to taking any kind of offer or amended on the charges?
No offer. I sent in some documents about conditional acceptance. And may I ask who may be the prosecutor? Have the name of the prosecutor?
Dia, D-I-A, Mason, M-A-S-O-N.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I guess what I'm saying is I can't move forward saying he's Michael Eric Harris. So I don't know if you're trying to resolve no one can stand in Michael Eric Harris's stead but Michael Eric Harris, not as anything else. But so I want to be careful because I don't want to impose something on you that isn't you and you're not acquiescing. So let me just say this. I'll say this. It is my understanding that you're not looking for any legal help from a licensed attorney, because that's the only person who would be able to stand in the stead of Michael Eric Harris and move forward on his behalf. Although on misdemeanor matters, the person has to come in as well, the actual defendant.
Well, we know a person is a person, place, or thing, which is a noun. A building could be a person. A building could be a person.
Person, noun, human individual. This fool just really said a building can be a person. Sir, are you sure you want to represent yourself if you can't even get something that simple correct? Are you sure?
A building could be a person. Anything could be a person. So the trust is the person that you're referring to with all caps. That's the person that you're referring to. I'm the beneficiary of that trust. So like I say again, who I hereby move this court to dismiss this complaint filed by the policy officer for failure to present a cause of action or crime. There was no crime committed.
All right. No, that's not the issue. Whether it was committed, that's what ultimately happens. But they have initiated a citation,
which is a suit
with I can just finish. That says the charges are driving while license not valid or improper license, driving an unregistered or untitled motor vehicle, and driving a motor vehicle without proper insurance. And all of the statutes are stated. So the court would be not dismissing anything. If you're not moving forward with it, because you're not participating as Michael Eric Harris, and the only person who can represent Michael Eric Harris is Michael Eric Harris or a Michigan licensed attorney. It's my understanding that the person in front of me that's visible on the screen, meaning you, sir, it has declined to have attorney representation. Is that correct? I just want to make sure that's clear because that's what the
I don't need an attorney nor a lawyer, but according to American Jurisprudence, Volume 11, Commerce to Constitutional Law, copyright 1940, 11 Amjur, subsection 329 states, constitutional law 2, liberty, paragraph 4, personal liberty largely consists of a right of locomotion to go where and when one pleases, only so far restrained as the rights of others may make it, necessary for the welfare of all other citizens, but I'm a sovereign principle, the right of a citizen to travel upon the public highways and to transport his property thereon by horse-drawn carriage, wagon, or automobile is not a mere privilege which may be permitted or prohibited, which you call a license, but at will, but a common right, which he has under his right of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness under this constitutional guarantee. Under this constitutional guarantee, one may therefore, under normal conditions, travel at his inclinations along the public highways or in public places, and while conducting himself in an orderly and decent manner, neither interfering with nor disturbing another's rights, he will be protected not only in his person, but in his safe conduct. I am not a citizen. I am a sovereign principal. I'm a sovereign free man. I'm not a citizen of this corporation in order to be under your jurisdiction.
It's quite hilarious that he just read all of that and he clearly doesn't understand what he's reading. And then at the end, he says that he is a sovereign, what did he say? Sovereign free man or something to that effect. So only those rules apply to citizens, but because you want to claim you're a sovereign, none of that applies to you. And the courts don't have jurisdiction over you. Well, if that were true, why did you even bother showing up to court since the US has no jurisdiction over you? You should have just went about your merry way. You should have went about your day like you didn't even have a court date today. So your whole ideology is just ass backwards. It literally makes no sense, sir. You were born here in the United States, so you are in fact a citizen, and there is no two ways around that.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Harris. I think that's it. I am not able, based on that, to dismiss this case against Michael Eric Harris. And if you aren't that person, then maybe it won't matter to you. So I appreciate you and thank you for putting those things on the record. And I think that ends the case. That ends the I'm sorry, not the case, the docket.
Yes, and I have presented to this here is the beneficiary of the trust, and you have that information there, and you can look it up and
I don't, just so that you know, in my file, I don't have anything but the offer from the prosecutor and
Okay, guys, I need to stop it there real quick for a couple reasons. One, I love the fact that this guy not only is a standard sovereign citizen, but every once in a while he isn't committed to it, but every once in a while he'll sprinkle just little bits and pieces of the vocabulary tricks, the what's it called, the quantum grammar. His name is so and so hyphen comma so and so hyphen comma asterisk Albay Del Stinky Butt Munch Beavis tilde comma space hyphen space hyphen comma period douche canoe Smith Jones Limited. Ladies and gentlemen, a real quick note from Lisa. Do they allow laughing in Hawaii or just aloha? All right. That's awesome. Or depending on how you say it, you could say, do they allow laughing in Hawaii or just aloha? What's up, Simone? Good to see you. Oh, Uncle Artie. He said, make that joke. It's a good joke. What do you guys think? Oh, come on, man. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Let's leave the comedy to us. Oh, man. Methodist Dave heard crickets. I don't know, man. Let me see. Is that a thing? Yeah, it is. Thank you. Yes, ancient chart, music, and art knows what's up. Damn crows. Ah! By the way, it turns out that I got a message from somebody that they identified the guns that News Now Patrick is holding in his new Facebook post as airsoft guns and not real, of course. Oh, Uncle Artie, you hurt Lisa's feelings. You owe her a free drink at the bar, man. Brat. Uncle Artie, only if you kidnap and seduce. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Is Patrick a felon? Yeah, I think so. Anyway, let's get back to the sovereign stupidity. And this is funny because I like the fact that people like Rogue Nation and these other guys will, and like especially David in the chat here, when they listen to these guys, they're like, oh, these guys are stupid. Everything they say is dumb. It's like they're saying the same things frauditors say. It's on a different level, but it's exactly the same arguments they make in court. It's like, yeah, exactly. Now you understand what frauditors sound like to normal people. They sound like these guys. It's the same thing.
And this from in the ticket. So
well,
that
I placed this on the docket February 24th.
Okay, thank you.
This is for
I don't know. So, Mr. Harris,
139262221 and SP 139926222. I placed them on the docket February 24th, 2023.
I don't want to call you because you're not saying that you are the person that's on this ticket, but just for clarification, this is the person on that ticket. Let me just say, can I just say for clarification and for the record, the only case that's before the court right now is case number SP 1466520, counts 1, 2, and 3. People versus Michael.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I owe Flower Power a happy dance. Thank you for the membership. Here you go. All right. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Egg nabbit sauce.
Eric Harris. And so that's all I'm doing. So thank you. So whatever, if you filed something, and just so you know, this was issued after whatever you filed. This is issued on May 31st, 2023. And it may have been for another matter. That matter is not in this file.
Okay, I will make sure that matter gets in that file. Plus, I sent that officer a conditional acceptance as well as yourself, as well as the building. I've sent a conditional acceptance with all matters pertaining into it. I'm innocent of all matters at hand.
That's okay. Thank you. I don't know what to tell you. I can't move forward if you're not wanting to move forward at all concerning the way we process the cases. So there's no issue about beneficiary or trust or anything like that. So thank you for placing all that on the record, Mr. Harris. Well, I don't know if you're Mr. Harris, but sir, thanks for placing that on the record. And you have a great day. And I don't know if I set a show cause or a capias because the person who's appearing here is not wanting to participate as Michael Eric Harris at all in the matter. So you take care, but we heard everything you had to say and we placed it. It's been placed on the record.
Well, let me ask a question. Dia Mason is the prosecutor, am I correct?
She just said that.
Okay. Who is the clerk? Who is the head clerk over the courts, if you don't mind me asking?
The head clerk?
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know. Why don't you go on the court website, sir, to get that information?
Okay.
Which is www. I'm not. Yeah, www.
I have it. That's how I got to you.
Okay.
I have it.
.36districtcourt.org.
Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome.
And I just want to tell you, you're one of the nicest judges I've met so far. And I just have to reiterate that. You're one of the nicest ones I've met so far. Even though you're doing your job according to the system, you're one of the nicest ones I've met so far. And I appreciate you for your kindness and your ability to do what you do because of the work that you do.
Thank you, Mr. Harris. I appreciate that. We just won't be able to move forward. You can think about it if you ever want to try to resurrect this.
So let me ask you a question. Are you saying that I have to put myself in your jurisdiction to move ahead?
Well, you're saying you're not this person. And so I don't want to impose that on you.
Well, yes, what I'm saying is
I know what you're saying.
Right. So what I'm saying is, in order for you to move ahead, you're saying that I have to put myself in your jurisdiction by saying that I understand what you're saying, and then you can move ahead because I have to put and in a sense, that's threat, duress, coercion, because this is what the officer did in the first place in order for me to be here in front of you.
No. So you're saying two kind of different things. And it's hard because I hear what you're saying, but it doesn't jive with the context of how we proceed on matters. So I'm trying to be respectful of what you're saying, but all I can do is say that Michael Eric Harris, I'm not talking about trust beneficiary or anything. Michael Eric Harris is not here. So I can't move ahead on that. So it's like I had to process it as if Michael Eric Harris, the person, is not here.
So let me ask this question. Let me ask a question. So are you saying that when a person paid 10% of the funds or fines or whatever, that y'all don't go into the trust and take the whole 100% out? Are you saying that? Are you saying that that the judges and the courts don't go into the trust and take the whole 100% of the funds out from the 10% that was given from the whoever it was that was the litigants or whoever that was that's supposed to be
What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, there's not a trust per se that like the way you're talking. And let me just say, you don't have a bond. You have the court has not you. I'm going to say Michael Eric Harris on this. There's no bond. There's no bond. So there's no money right now. This is predisposition. There's no money that's been asked.
So how where's the accuser then? How can we bring the accuser?
We're not at that point. But I can't get to that point. I can't even get to that point when you say I'm not the one. So I just can't get to that point. We're not
Someone
at
has
that
to
point.
assert the right.
There have been other quote unquote cases that we've gotten to that point at by me sharing the same information.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to do it the best way I can, Mr. Harris.
You would have to go to trial.
So this video is almost over, but I just want to say, like, it's interesting to me. Like, I think the way the judge is handling this, I think that she's one of the majority of people on earth who don't know this whole sovereign citizen spiel. Like, because once judges know this, they know what that means. And the problem is that these guys believe that there's an imaginary trust. What's up? Katie said, what's up? So I think the judge is just trying to, like, well, obviously you're not the dude that we need because you won't admit that you're him. So I guess that's a non-appearance, and I'm trying to help you and understand what you're saying. And I do understand the words that are coming out of your mouth, but they don't make sense. And that's what these guys always, and I said this yesterday, like, a big part of the problem with the sovereign citizens and the frauditors when they're in court, and you hear them argue, is that they believe, not only that they believe that all of this foolishness is actually real, they believe that the judge and the lawyers and the cops and all of them know it. So when he says, come on, it's like he's thinking that he's got a mic drop moment. Like he's telling the judge, hey, judge, I know about the secret trust fund that you guys steal money from me out of. And I just told you that I know. See, gotcha. And the judge is like, there's no secret trust. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I know what a trust is. And see, that's the problem with a lot of these judges. And that's what's going on with her. Because they don't know that these guys talking about this super secret trust that he believes that all the money comes from, that the government makes, you know, with our birth certificates and our all caps name. They don't know anything about that because that's not real. How could they know something that doesn't exist? So when he says the trust, she's thinking, and a lot of judges do this. This is a big part of the problem when we see these judges with these sovereign citizens, and it's so frustrating to us because we know what the sovereign citizen spiel is, but they have no clue. They actually think these words mean like what they actually mean. And they don't understand that these guys are talking about something else. So when he says, well, don't you get it from the trust? She starts thinking about actual trust funds. So she's trying to explain to him, well, no, see, okay, maybe you do have a trust fund. I don't know, but because she's thinking of a real, like a trust fund is a thing that does exist on Earth, right? And that's what happens with a lot of the things these guys say. If you really pay attention to the judge's arguments and what they say back to these people, it's because they don't understand the stupidity coming out of these people's mouths. They understand the actual, like, reality of what these guys are. Like this. When he says beneficiary, she's not thinking a made-up sovereign citizen beneficiary, all caps, fiction, blah, blah, blah. She thinks a beneficiary. It's like if somebody said, you know, if they thought the definition of envelope was this, and then they ask the judge, well, don't you have an envelope? And the judge is like, no. What? Even though they're holding one of these in their hand, they're not going to assume that you mean this when you say envelope. When he says trust, they're not going to assume you mean some fictional sovereign citizen conspiracy nonsense. They're going to think you mean a trust. When you say beneficiary, they're not going to assume that you mean some imaginary, made-up, fictitious sovereign citizen BS. They're going to think you mean a beneficiary. So they're going to answer you based on the reality. See, that's why people like Judge Simpson, Judge Middleton, judges like that deal with these guys all the time, they know better, and they don't even bother listening to this crap. Anyway, this video is pretty much over. I just want to see if she issues a bench warrant.
In order to face your accusers, because your accusers aren't notified to be here today, or not yours, but
The accuser, correct?
it would be the officer who wrote the ticket.
Complaining witness. I don't know, you know,
Yes, it's Officer Richardson.
they
Yes,
resolve all types
he's
of.
under contract. He's under contract.
Okay.
I
All
sent in a contract, and he has not. He had 10 days to reply, and he's under contract according to the postal rule.
All right. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Look at her. She's smiling like, okay.
Y'all have a great day.
She's not
All right,
listening
you too.
anymore.
Bye-bye. And that completes the morning docket. Thank you, everyone.
This fool doesn't even realize that the judge is about to mark him as a no-show and probably issue a warrant for his arrest.
All right. I love Truth Science. I love his style. That case was kind of a drag, and listening to the stupidity. But again, I think it's important to understand that, this isn't just a couple of idiots, 10 years ago or in the 70s when the whole sovereign citizen thing started. It wasn't just a couple of idiots who did it and then it died. It became like this big, huge thing. And there's still people out there who believe in this crap. The perfect example is the whole Darrell Brooks thing. Now, yes, I believe, as most people do, that he wasn't actually a sovereign citizen, but that once he was in court and he learned all this crap, he started learning the sovereign citizen crap in jail. But again, that's how this thing is still going around, getting new recruits. Script Cat is here. All right. Always great to see Script Cat. Welcome to the show. And it looks like I got, again, for some reason, my, there it is. It popped. Yay, I finally got one to work. Yes, Maserati 5000 GT for $10. Please give a happy dance in honor of Tony Bennett. All right. No, wait, let me try that again. Dang it. Hippies. All right. All right. Thank you. Oh, thank you very, very much. All right. Yes. That's good stuff. You guys are the best in the world. Let's see. So this is why I had to look that up. When you said that, like here's a happy dance in honor of Tony Bennett. So I'm like, well, wait a minute. What do you mean in honor of Tony Bennett? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Tony Bennett did pass away this morning. I didn't know. Oh. Well, that's too bad. Well, God bless his soul, man. Rest in peace, Tony Bennett. He was 96, so he lived a full life. But it's still, it's always sad when someone passes away. Sorry to hear that. Oh my goodness gracious me. Well, I went from rags to riches. All right, so let's see. 96 years old. Yep. R.I.P. Tony Bennett. Is Joey Bishop still alive? I don't think so. I think let me double check. I haven't seen or heard anything about Joey Bishop in years. He died in 2007, Joey Bishop. Anyway, let's see. Well, R.I.P. Joey Bishop. Let's see. Didn't he? Yeah, 2007. Lots of great crooners. Oh yeah, crooning was awesome. So anyway, Dad farted. If you're still here, like I said, you might want to, because now I'm feeling bad about the envelope. I'm kicking myself in the face over it. But you might want to get whoever you want this sent to, because you said something to me about the address being in a different location now. So now again we have to go through the whole addressing. You know, honestly, if you remember, that's what stopped me from mailing it right away in the first place, was because we had an address issue with you. And again, not saying that it's an issue, but I mean, I want to make sure it goes to the right place. I want to make sure you get it. So here we go. I left my heart in San Francisco. All right. And then I moved to Memphis, Tennessee, because that's where they make the best guitars. Fly me to the moon. Let me play among the stars. Let me know what life is like in Jupiter and Mars. In other words, darling, kiss me. In other words, I think I just already said that line. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Memphis, Tennessee rhymes with doggy pee. Oh, no. Shop it. Shop it. Hey, ladies and gentlemen. Huh? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, these guys, they keep talking to me. I don't know what their problem is.
Awesome.
Yeah. The chairman of the board? What are you talking about? The days of Frank Sinatra are long gone. And now the end is near. And so I face the final curtain. I think I already sang my way on a previous show, so that's enough of that. Let's get seriously silly, ladies and gentlemen. That's called schizophrenia. Oh, yeah. When you're hearing voices. Yeah, I know. What are you going to do? It is what it is. But anyway, let's find out. Let's find out what Vilified Freedom has to say about all this. Vil?
Patricians, they lose their temper because they have little patience. Remember that time, I don't know the name of him, but the guy went to go grab a hold of him. He just flopped on the floor and started just flopping like a fish. You remember that video?
Oh, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to watch. This is. Hold on. I'm sorry.
Huh? Oh, hi. May I have your name?
Jack Nabbit.
Oh, I just.
What's coming up here ultimately is the famous video, the infamous video where the audit strikes back, does the big fake fall down and the fake my arm's broken and all that. But Vilified just posted his version of it, so that's why I'm showing it again, just because I want to hear Vilified's commentary, specifically his take on it. So yeah, but yeah, for those of you who know this video, you're gonna be like, hey, I saw this before. Well, It's a classic, and it's worth watching again. And I want to hear what Vilified has to say about it all.
You. Oh. Yeah. No. That's I can have a camera.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah. What's your name?
Can I help you with something?
Just your name. I just like knowing who I'm talking to.
I mean, come on now. You walk in here wearing a wife beater, holding a cell phone, wandering around aimlessly like a straight idiot, and you want somebody to give you some personal information. What she ought to do is give her old man a call. Someone to maybe come up here and see what the issue is.
Sir, can I have you come out here, please?
I'm sorry?
Can I have you come on out, please?
Why?
Cameras aren't allowed in vital records, state law.
State law? There's no
Go down there and do it, that's why.
there's no sign that says that. Isn't this a public office?
Not allowed in vital records.
This is a public office though.
Can I have you come on out, sir?
I'm
I'm asking you to come out.
I'm in the lobby.
Okay, but you're causing a disturbance.
No, y'all.
Boom.
Roasted. Oh, I never approached y'all. You're the one that came up to me. You're disturbing me. I'm in the process of my business.
They come to give you a courtesy to let you know that what you are doing is unacceptable. Now, you are getting loud, causing a scene, being disruptive. We would like you to leave the lobby that you feel you have the right to record because you have proven you don't know how to handle yourself. I mean, I feel like I'm talking to a child. Like, how many times have I told you?
Well, you can call security. That's fine.
Okay, so are you refusing to leave the office?
I'm sorry.
Are you
Yeah,
refusing to leave the office?
I'll leave when I'm done with my business.
What?
Sir,
Hi.
how you doing?
Hi, I'm doing pretty well, man. How are you?
Need you to step outside the hallway for a second.
For what?
They need you out of the office. Step out in the hallway, please.
What am I? I'm not breaking any laws.
So you step out in the office so we can talk to you.
I'm sorry, but I don't. I'm in public.
You're in the public.
Right. Can you stop walking up on me, man? You need to learn to de-escalate.
That's what
No!
Okay, so your job is to observe and report.
No, my job is to de-escalate situations. That's
Right.
what I'm trying to figure out. How can we help you?
My business isn't in the hallway though.
What's your business in this office?
To gather content for my news story.
These folks in here don't like to have their photos taken.
Well, these folks are public servants, and I'm in a public space.
Is that right?
Yes, that's right. This is funded by taxpayer dollars.
Well,
I am just as
We're
much an
asking you to
owner.
leave, sir.
But you
Very
can't.
nice.
You can't. You
I
can't
guess
ask
we
me to
can.
leave. You well, okay? You know what? You're asking me to
They
leave.
called up.
I'm politely declining your request.
Well, about time somebody politely grabs a hold of you physically and then leads you where it is you need to go since you don't seem to be able to do it on your own. I mean, honestly, I don't know what we're waiting on. You've already raised your voice. You refused several times. You basically disrespected the first woman who tried to come and tell you what was going on. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, we've got every reason to remove you right now. And if it was my business, I'd have already grabbed a hold of you.
We have options here.
Do we? What are our options?
If you politely decline our request, we can advise you of criminal trespass
And how are you going to trespass me from public property?
very easily. We do it all the time.
I doubt that. I doubt that.
We do.
No. Well, you know what? Maybe you have a lot of criminal activity going on in here because you can trespass somebody from public property if they've committed a crime. Can you please articulate to me what crime I have
You're
committed?
causing a disturbance.
No, I'm not. I'm not. No. See, the person causing the disturbance is the person interrupting the cameraman. Because
see what I'm saying? Why are we even listening to it? Why are we letting words fall from each? Grab a hold of him, put him where he's got to go.
Because I didn't approach anybody in this office. If you put your hands on me, I will file charges for assault. You are not going to jail.
That's right.
That's right.
Where are your credentials?
Here, you want my there? Press.
Wow.
Those now.
Pulls out a Uno card. And this is why I got Michael Scott hitting the every time they're a journalist, because it's a joke. That is fun. These journalists, they're just punks.
Let me see your credentials.
Yeah, definitely right there.
Right there?
Right there. There's my credentials.
Is that your name on there? How do you spell it? R-I-G-H-T? Yep. T-H-E-R-E, or is that T-H-I-E-R?
That's right there.
Right there? Okay. I'm sorry. Do you want some real ID? Here.
Well, we
Here. Hold on. Look, there's my I. Oh, sorry. That's my IQ, which is bigger than yours. There's my D. So here's the deal. I didn't approach anybody. I did not initiate contact with anyone. So the person that's getting interrupted in the course of their business is me.
Stop it. Get some help.
And that's all on camera, and it's all on my body camera.
Good.
Okay. So I would like to just peacefully go about my business, and I would like for you guys, I would like for you guys to leave me alone.
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah.
You have to leave this office.
Oh, no, I don't have to leave this office. This is a public office, and I haven't committed a crime.
Sir, you're disturbing them while they're working.
Y'all are disturbing me. All of this stops the moment you leave me alone.
Sir, victims are in here, not here.
No, there's no victim in here. The victim.
You're disturbing their peace and quiet.
This is a constitutionally protected activity.
Harassing, annoying, public disturbance. These things are not a constitutionally protected activity.
In your photo.
This is a constitutionally protected activity.
Collusion.
Approach to the First Amendment and to the Constitution. Okay, this is a constitutionally protected activity.
Sir, you have an option.
I do. I have an option to remain a free man. You have no power over a free
If you want to
man.
remain a free man, you need to leave this office.
Roasted.
This is public space. You cannot trespass me from
Not
public
after
space.
You've been advised of trespass. It is not public space.
You cannot trespass me from
You
public
have no
space.
business in this office.
This is my business.
What is your
Reporting,
business?
news gathering.
Sir,
You've been in this office for what, 10 minutes now? Are you done taking photos of this office?
No, you interrupted me.
I don't think I did.
You did. You interrupted me in the process of my journalistic duties.
I didn't say anything when you were down there in the main hall.
Exactly, because you have no right to say
That's
anything
right.
to me. That's right.
But
Exactly.
now
You
you're-
admitted it.
now you're
I have a
in this office,
constitutional.
and these folks are complaining.
These
about-
they can complain all they want. I didn't talk to them. I didn't approach them. They approached me. They addressed me first. It's all on camera.
I don't care what's on camera and what's not. You don't care about them being bothered by you and your presence in your camera, then why should we care about you? Okay? Nobody cares about you. So move it along. If you don't want to move it along, I mean, for the love of all things good, grab a hold of him and take him outside the long way.
Okay. I have been in and out of multiple offices in here, and the only one that I got stopped in is this one. I was in and out and about my business until y'all came and started talking to me. I didn't initiate.
Thing that I like to point out, and I've said this before, but of course these idiots always do this, and it always comes up again and again and again and again and again. What do you think these douche canoes would say? Because it's always, they approached me. I didn't say anything to them. They said something to me. They're disturbing my peace. What would they say if they walked into an office and the people there didn't say, hello, sir, how may I help you? Man, you public servants are supposed to serve me. You're not doing your job. You're just sitting there ignoring me. They always move the goalposts, and no matter what you do, you're wrong. If you talk to them, they approached me first. If you don't, how come these public servants aren't serving me? They don't live on their. Okay. This is one of the reasons why it's so frustrating and so blatantly obvious to me that these guys are full of it and they know better. Because if you walk into an office and you're expecting that the people in the office are not going to say, "May I help you?" And if they do, they're disturbing your peace. You really honestly believe that you walk into an office and everyone there is just going to ignore the weirdo that just walked in off the street that they don't know? Like, you could use that excuse if you were standing outside in the park and somebody came up to you and disturbed your peace. But you walk into an office, of course they're going to address you. Why wouldn't they? In fact, they're the servants. That's their job. Somebody walks in their office, they address them to find out what's going on, to see how they can help them, to see how they can serve them. You don't need their help. You don't need their service. Then why the hell did you walk into their office? So I could film it. That's not a thing. You butterbrain douche canoes don't understand that what you're doing isn't a thing that anyone does except for you idiots. And again, you might seem like you're this big crazy movement or whatever. There's 150, maybe 200 auditors on the planet. Sorry. When one of you guys gets like 10 million subs and 1 billion views, then maybe we could start talking. But right now, I guarantee you, if anyone here, try it. Just today, whatever, when you're outside, living your life, living your best life, having a good time, doing what you gotta do. And you walk up to somebody and you say, "Excuse me, random person. Excuse me. I'm just doing some research, just asking some people. Have you ever heard of a First Amendment auditor?" They'll look at you like you're not even speaking English. They have no idea what the hell you're talking about. So it's not like this big, huge movement where everybody and their brother is dying to film inside of these DMVs and these post offices and these, government facilities. Nobody is trying to film any of this stuff except for you idiots. So again, I ask over and over and over, what's the freaking point? You get your way. What did you win? Your big civil rights fight is going to change something that affects a couple of hundred people at the most, and is going to make it real easy for criminals to commit crimes. Well, I'm not a criminal. Well, first of all, most of you guys are. In fact, if you're a frauditor, you're a criminal. And you film yourself committing your crimes and then post them on YouTube. But that's not even the point. The point is you guys are going out here doing this like it's some big civil rights movement, like you're fighting for freedom and this and that and transparency and all that. And if you won, all you would do is make it easier for people you would call real criminals to commit real crimes. Oh, now they changed the laws where the government is going to use tyrannical control over the people to force them to allow idiots to film them. So now, once word gets around that that's a thing, people that actually do want to do identity theft are going to say, cool, now I can just walk into a building and film everyone's information and no one can stop me. You don't think they're going to? Hey, I want to plant a bomb in City Hall. Well, thanks to First Amendment auditors, As long as I'm holding up my phone, I could just walk in anywhere and do anything, and no one's allowed to stop me. The government is going to use tyrannical control to force them not to stop me. So I'm just going to pull out my phone. I'm going to have a backpack with a bomb in it, and I'm going to just walk in the building. And since I have my phone, they have to let me in. No questions asked. And then I'm just going to go upstairs and wait till nobody's looking. Then I'm going to take off my backpack, pull the bomb out, stick it in the corner, put my backpack back on, and walk back down. And as long as I have my phone out, they can't stop me. And boom, kill everybody. Yay! Thank God our frauditors are there to make it possible for that to happen much easier than it does now. Yep. Good stuff. That's what that's what they're ultimately headed towards. Absolute insanity and anarchy.
Initiate contact with you. I didn't initiate contact with them. You are trying to violate my constitutional rights, and I want you to stop now.
I'm not trying to violate.
I want you to stop now.
You serious?
Letting you know that.
Sir.
And I'm going to go about my business filming my story.
20 minutes later.
You guys following me around now?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. So I get an escort through the building?
No, you're about to get escorted to the front door.
Huh? I'm not done in the building.
Oh, you're done.
No, I'm not.
This guy, I'm not going that way.
Sir.
Our supervisor has advised us that we are going to ask you to leave.
Okay.
If you do not leave, we're going to call the police.
Okay.
And they'll have you arrested for criminal trespass.
For criminal trespass from a public building.
That's exactly what I just said.
Okay.
Boom. Roasted.
Is there something about that you're confused about?
No, there's something about that y'all are confused about that. So your supervisor's also confused. This is public. You can't trespass somebody from public unless they commit a crime. So I'm sorry that you guys are so confused as far as what the law is and what my First Amendment rights are. But
I've
that's
been a
just
police officer for 40 years. I'm retired now.
Okay.
Working down here.
Okay, great. Where's your reasonable, articulable suspicion that a crime has been committed?
You are disturbing peace.
No.
People in-
Look that
people
statute
in
up.
this building.
My peace was
I don't have to
disturbed.
look up.
My peace was disturbed. I
No.
didn't initiate contact with anyone.
Delusion.
My presence.
I'm just
my
telling- I'm
presence.
just telling you what the
disturb-
law is.
Stop. Let me tell you
No,
something.
first of
My
all, Lord,
presence.
tell me.
Let me. You want my tone. My tone is a gift to you. This is my
First of all,
education
you have
tone.
options.
This is my education tone, and I'm
This is
educating you today.
No.
Don't like that.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you
You can
something.
talk.
Let me tell you something.
No,
Let me
listen.
tell you something.
You can
Stop.
listen right
You
now.
need to let me talk.
I don't have to let you do anything. I don't think you quite understand what's going on. You see, you asked for a shovel. He gave it to you. Keep on digging. Just keep on digging. Don't mind us. Tired. 40 years put in work.
Okay, David, maybe you haven't seen this video before and maybe you weren't paying attention. He's been trespassed. They're ushering him out because he's been trespassed. And anyone who says you can't be trespassed from a building is an idiot because that's simply just not true. How these butterbrain douche canoe morons believe that? I'm going to go to their house and I'm going to stand there. And they're not allowed to kick me out because there's no such thing as trespassing. Right? Well, no, private property is different. No, it's not. That's the problem. If I'm standing in the park and the park is open, because some parks do have hours, I can't be trespassed from a public park. That's a public place. But a building, sure as hell I can be trespassed from it. Here's how trespass works. Get out. No. Boom. You're trespassing. So they're not following him around and stalking him through the building. He's been trespassed. So they're ushering him out the door. And because he's an idiot frauditor, he won't go. They never go. They never go. They'll say, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Well, if you're leaving, then leave. Why are you still here if you're leaving? I've seen them, Long Island Audit just pops into my head. But I've seen so many of them with the door right behind them. 1 second, turn around, walk out, you're outside. For 15 minutes, I'm leaving. No, you're not. If you were leaving, you'd already be gone. Well, is there a time limit? No, they're not playing a game. No, they're not doing it on purpose. What, is there a time limit on how long I have after you tell me to leave for me to leave before it becomes trespassing? So let me go to your house. Walk into your house and stand there. And when you ask me to leave, say, is there a time limit on how long? I'm going to stand here for 16 months. There's no time limit, according to you guys, on trespass. In fact, there is no trespass unless there's some other crime having been committed. Now, I understand your arguments would be, yeah, I'm Hezsplaining because they're Fraudsplaining. So, yes, if I don't break into your house, like if you're walking in and I slide in while the door's open, and I just stand in your living room like this and I don't touch anything, I didn't break in, so I didn't commit the crime of breaking and entering, and I'm not touching anything, I'm just standing in your living room, so I'm not committing the crime of stealing. You cannot ask me to leave your house. According to the Frauditor argument, if they were right, then you have no right to ask me to leave your house. Because their argument is there has to be some other crime that causes the trespass. That's what they say. That's what their Fraudsplaining says. There has to be some other crime to cause the trespass. Well, if I didn't break into your house and I'm not stealing anything, then there is no other crime than me trespassing on your property. But you guys, frauditors, say with their Fraudsplaining that trespassing in and of itself isn't a crime. So me being in your property isn't a crime because trespassing itself isn't the crime. So then I should be allowed to just go into your house and just stay there because trespassing in and of itself isn't a crime. There has to be some other crime committed. So if I start beating you, then you can ask me to leave. If I start trying to steal your TV, then you can ask me to leave. But me just being on your property without your permission, you can't ask me to leave because trespassing isn't a crime, according to you guys. So by your rationale, I should be allowed on your property without your permission. It's the exact same argument. But a public place is different. Why? Because you only want the laws that apply to your false narrative for your stupid YouTube video. That's why it's different. Because once they ask you to leave and you say no, you're trespassing. Once they ask you to leave and you say no, you're trespassing. As soon as they ask you to leave and you say no, you are trespassing. Ah, crap. Okay, so I don't know how many other times I have to explain it or how many other ways I can explain it. It's weird because like there's so many things. Like I've talked to frauditors before. You guys who've been following me for a while know that I've actually interviewed some of them on this channel. And what's interesting to me, and this is a big part of the problem with them, is if you tell them something, they just don't accept it. You know, like I've said so many times, talking to these people, it's like if you were to say 2 + 2 is 4, They would just say, no, it's not. And then if you took 2 things and then 2 more things and then counted them and showed them that it was 4 things, they'd say, no, it isn't. Oh, okay. So because you say that I'm wrong even though I'm stating absolute fact. Like, it's insane how stupid these idiots are.
Let me tell you what, he's not worried about you or your little cell phone or none of that. He's just trying to keep things at a calm, cool level until someone comes who can put some jury on.
Hey, get your hands off me! Ow! Get your hands off me! Get back! Get back! Get back!
Flopping yourself on the floor isn't going to help your case any.
No!
You can take photos as long as you're out.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is fantastic. Just as this guy takes a fake fall, Rogue Nation, the guy who invented taking a fake fall, shows up. All right. That's so perfect timing. Yes, Rogue Nation, you are a legend. You started the fake fall business, and now other frauditors are starting to do it too. Congratulations on helping make the world worse for everybody. And boy, oh boy, it sure is awesome to see that your stupidity and your evil is spreading, and you're making the world a worse place to live for everybody. Congratulations, Douche Canoe.
We're asking you to leave. Pick your stuff up. There's a stairway.
All right, let's watch this clip here together in real time. He's on the floor, right? You're going to help him up. They're going to help him up. Now, notice the way his body goes down. That's not thrown. That he dropped down on his own. He stepped down on him. He's got one knee on the floor, so there's no pressure on the subject. He just basically straddled over him. Can't really tell what's going on. Don't know what he's reaching for, you know. Getting a little crazy. Maybe we're holding him here like, hey, no, we're not going to let you get up. You're acting all crazy. You're going to calm down. Coming here acting all nuts and throwing your camera in people's business. Wearing a wife beater. Ain't even dressed to be in a building. Like backup arrive. What we got going on down here? Ain't nobody striking. He still got one knee down.
This person just assaulted me.
Here we go.
He threw me to the ground. My shoulder. Oh.
We're on the second floor outside of room 2.
All I was doing, these guys put their hands on me. My shoulder's injured. I need medical. What?
I'm sorry.
You messed up big time, buddy. You messed up big time. You had no right to put your hands on me. You're going to jail.
Okay.
I'm going to the magistrate's office.
Yes.
And I'm going to show them this tape.
I'm going to show them mine.
And here's the other thing, too, that I love about the Frauditor scam is that, like, okay, so, and again, how no matter what you do, you're wrong. No matter what you say, you're wrong. It doesn't matter. When you're dealing with a frauditor, no matter what you say or do, you're wrong. So here's an example. I ask you to leave. You refuse to leave. I drag you out. I'm guilty of assault. And you're going to sue me and you're going to put complaints against me and you're going to try to get me fired. I don't want to do that. So I call the cops to have them remove you. No, I was wrong for calling the cops. I should have never called them. So what? I should do it myself? But then you're going to try to sue me. You can't win with these idiots. And if you don't ask them to leave, they'll always say, well, I would have been done. But that's a lie too, because we've seen it a million times in these videos. If they don't get the interaction, they will keep filming until they're able to create one. If they don't get one, they will create one. Just yesterday, we watched a video where a guy walked up and down a building filming literally personal, private information of people's forms that were on the employees' desks behind glass that he had to reach over and zoom in to be able to read. His big excuse is, well, it's out, and so I was able to read it, but he was only able to read it because he zoomed in with his camera by lifting it up over the glass and zooming in. But everybody was in an office meeting, so nobody bothered him. So did he get all of his footage and say, cool, now I have footage that proves that these people leave papers out where anyone can read them. I'm going to post that on my YouTube, but I'm going to blur out the person's private information, but I'm going to show it because I exposed them for doing this, right? No! No! Because we all know the whole reason they do this is for clicks and views. They have to have that negative interaction with somebody to get, because you get more clicks and more views if there's a fight, if there's an altercation, if there's an argument. So you have to start an argument. You have to create an altercation. You have to create RAS to give them RAS so that they will contact you, so you could say you don't have any RAS. You're going to tell me that News Now Omaha, walking around dressed in black from head to toe with a mask on and a rifle case, hiding in the bushes behind the bank, is just somebody expressing their freedom and has nothing to do with purposely going out of his way to create RAS? And then the cops come, you don't have RAS. You can't do anything. You don't have RAS. That's what these guys are ultimately doing. They're purposely going out of their way to create suspicion. They're purposely going out of their way to be annoying. A silent audit is even more annoying. Because when someone talks to you and you just, that's even worse. Because you're obviously doing it on purpose. Scumbags, scumbags, scumbags. I'm not hollering at you, I'm hollering at the frauditors. You're not a frauditor, are you? Oh no, unclean hands in secret is a frauditor. Oh, no. Kfar said Rogue Nation's a bitch. Duh. He was voted most likely to be arrested for stupidity. Little Chihuahua, good morning. I can't hear you over us yelling. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, no. Little Chihuahua, big world, hi. No. I'm just playing because Unclean always says that when I yell. He's like, why are you yelling at me? So I'm like, no, I'm not yelling at you. I'm yelling at frauditors. Unless, dun, dun, dun. Are you a frauditor? It's a joke, man. Relax.
And also, you go right ahead. That's your constitutional right. All of a sudden, you pull out your camera, and it's okay. And you wanted me out of this building for holding one.
Thank you.
No. I will not accept that anymore. And neither should they. And neither should anyone. Never, ever, ever have I watched a frauditor video where the frauditor got in trouble for filming. Never. Now, yes. Okay. So, if you want to get into it, you could say, like, for example, this video's probably about a month or two old now. Okay, so, like, for example, when DMA and his 15 friends and, like, all 5 of them got arrested, they saw a no filming sign So they purposely went out of their way to film there, right? So in cases like that, yes, I guess technically you could make the argument that because they're filming is where it starts. Yes, okay? But here's the thing. They walk in there, they're filming. They ask them to stop filming. They refuse to do so. Now, they, who always tell everyone to de-escalate, they immediately are escalating the situation. The moment they refuse to turn off the camera, they're starting to escalate it. And what ends up happening 90% of the time is that it turns into a trespassing situation. They're not getting arrested for filming. They're getting arrested for trespassing. That's almost always what it ends up being, or causing a disturbance, disturbing the peace. Whatever happened to loitering? Oh, but I'm filming. So now loitering is legal as long as you pull out your, everybody has a phone. So by your definition, then that means loitering's legal now, right? Just pull out your phone. So if I want to loiter somewhere, all I have to do is pull out my phone and go like this. And then I could just stay wherever I want forever. Like, none of their logic is logical. And if you break it down to a logical conclusion, it never makes sense. It's always part of the entire game that they play. They think they're playing 3D chess. The problem is they're barely even playing checkers. They're playing a game that nobody else knows or understands what it is or why. They just don't care because all they're seeing is a bunch of idiots being stupid.
Oh, what a loser! You're a clown. You're a clown. You're a clown. A tyrant. And you, Mr. 40 years on the police force, you don't know that reporters are allowed to record in public? You're a tyrant. How dare you put your hands on me? I'm going to the magistrate on you, and I'm going to the magistrate on you. Okay. Sir, you seem to be involved in this. Are you?
Not involved.
Okay. Do you work here? I'll put the camera away. Do you...
This is the responding officer.
It sounds like they took him to the ground. Yeah. I'll go deal with him. Just stay there and eat.
Oh, well, LT, how you doing? Good, how you doing? We tried to get this gentleman to leave. He refuses to leave. We tried to escort him from the building. He threw himself on the floor.
Oh, no.
That was legitness.
I'm going to get this footage.
This
man put his knee in my back and threw me. This man threw me to the ground.
Let's go, bud.
Hey, I'm a journalist. I'm gathering content for a story. I've already been to several government buildings today.
You want to tell me all about it outside?
Boom.
Roasted.
Am I being told to leave under threat of arrest?
Yes.
I'm being told to leave this public building under threat of
They
arrest.
want you to leave. You're causing
I don't want to get
disturbance.
arrested, so I will leave under threat of arrest, even though I'm a journalist. Threatening to arrest me if I don't leave a public building. Okay. Are you coming with me?
Yeah, I'm gonna lock you up.
All right.
No!
1 hour later.
They're not allowed to do that.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what.
I have a First Amendment right to be here.
Okay.
Hey, nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Officer tries to reason with him. He's like, hey, I understand where you're coming from, you know. He's like, give me your name. And he's like, no, I'm not giving you my name. I don't got to give you my name. And then the whole thing turns again. Round and round we go. I'm not going to comply. I don't have to listen. Because at the end of the day, all he wanted to do is record the interaction so he can upload it anyway. None of this really even matters. Anyhow, he was removed. Free to go bother somebody else on another day.
See, thank you. How exactly is it that we live in a society where being a professional asshat, being rude, having no empathy, acting like a narcissist, and doing everything that you possibly can to try and destroy people's lives, because that's what they're doing. They're not just filming. If they were just filming, no one would care. None of them are just filming. There are legitimate street journalists. They don't do what you guys do. Because they are just filming. You guys are afraid of a camera. Nobody cares about the camera. It's the idiot holding it. That's the problem. These guys, they go away. They go around purposely going out of their way to cause negative confrontations, to be rude to people and to try to destroy people's lives. If you don't think that's true, look at what they do. Here's a building where everybody in the building is doing their job, working, minding their own business every day, 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, maybe for years. They go to work every day, doing their job, go to work, doing their job, going to work, doing their job. Everything's cool. Everything's great. Everything's fine. Everything's going smooth. One time, one idiot with a box. Next day, they have complaints filed against them. They have their bosses investigating, their managers. They're trying to get fired. They're trying, maybe if there's something from a stalker, now their face and identity is posted all over YouTube. Now maybe their stalker can find them, so they have to quit their job, or they have to get fired, or they have to deal with a lawsuit because some random idiot with the camera decided to give them a hard time. You're trying to turn just normal people doing their job. You're trying to destroy their lives. You're trying to get them fired or get them arrested or get them sued. Random people walking down the street, they end up getting pepper sprayed. You're walking down the street every day, walking to work, minding my own business, every day, all day, for years. Then all of a sudden, one day, some idiot points his camera at you. You tell them you don't like your getting filmed, and instead of them being a human, instead of them acting like a human being, they have to keep filming you until it gets to the point where you end up getting pepper sprayed. So you're trying, what's the purpose of a First Amendment audit? To get someone either sued so you can make that big money from a sweet lawsuit, to get someone fired, to get someone arrested, or to pepper spray someone because you just love pepper spraying people. And now they're getting even more violent than pepper spray. You got easy cameras on, knocking a woman out. You got Eli beating the crap out of people, literally until they're a bloody mess. Now you got freaking media beating people up to where it took 3 women beating him with the stick to get him off of the guy he was beating. You guys are vicious, evil, horrible tyrants. Frauditors are tyrants. Because if you don't comply with their will, they will punish you. You do what they say, when they say it, or you're going to get pepper sprayed if you're a regular citizen. And if you're not, then they're going to put a complaint against you. They're going to FOIA your life. They're going to post it on the internet so that all the identity thefts and all the real criminals will know exactly where you live so they can come to your house and go after you. Or they can steal your information. Maybe they'll do it so that, they could try to sue you or try to get you fired because they get off on like Josh Abrams laughing when he finds out that a woman that he audited quit her job because she couldn't take the fact that you did that to her? You think it's funny? If you were literally just filming, no one would give a shit. I wouldn't exist. I'd still there, but I'd probably be talking about football or movies or something. But instead, now I'm the guy who wrote the book on Frauditors. Literally, link in the description below. Why? Because again, what are you guys actually doing? You're trying to destroy people. You're not trying to prop them up. You're not trying to give people more civil rights. If you were, why would you go into, say, for example, a DMV? Or my favorite is the library. What is the transparency? What are you exposing walking into a library? Whether or not they keep what are you auditing? Whether or not they keep the books in order? Whether or not the librarian is charging a nickel or a dime or whatever it is for a copy? Or to audit to make sure that they only let books go out to people who have a library card. Like, what's the purpose of auditing a library? Or if you talk about people like NC Tyrant Hunter and KC Camera Boy and Silence Boy and SGV News and Pete O'Leary and Nasty Nathaniel, Frickin' Media and Wolverine Transparency. And Amagansett Pride can keep going. People who audit people on the street, not even government employees, just going up to random businesses or random people and auditing them. Explain to me what the purpose is of that, if not just a caucus to get YouTube clicks and views. What? What are you exposing? That people hate fraudsters? Or that one of the things that I have learned, and this is a fact, and this is important, because I never used to use the blue line until recently, and here's why. Frauditors are trying to educate people, right? And trying to expose the tyranny of the police. If there's one thing that I learned from watching Frauditor videos, is how good the cops are, how non-tyrannical they actually are. They've exposed how good the police actually are. Because if you watch a video, and there are thousands of them, I say this all the time, but I'll keep saying it because it's true. If you have an ID refusal video, especially if it's one that ends with the cops doing the walk of shame, what does that actually mean? Number one, they did not get your ID. They're leaving without having gotten your ID. So what does that prove? That they're tyrants? No, it proves that they're not. Because if they were, you would not leave without giving your ID. If they were tyrants, they'd get your ID one way or another. They would grab you by the neck and rip the wallet out of your pocket if they were tyrants. So if it's an ID refusal, one, the ID refusal itself proves that they are not tyrants. Two, when it comes to the walk of shame, if they're walking away and you're saying walk of shame, then not only did they not violate your Fourth Amendment right by forcing you to give ID, they're leaving without you having shown your ID. But two, they didn't violate your freedom of speech, because if you're saying walk of shame, then you're still talking. They didn't stop you from talking. If they were tyrants, he would knock down your damn throat and you wouldn't be saying a word. So again, you're proving that the cops are not tyrants. You're exposing the cops for doing a good job. And if you are saying walk of shame and filming them while they're walking away, you're still filming. They didn't stop you from filming. They didn't violate your journal rights either. So what are you doing? You're exposing how good the cops are. In fact, I think they're being too nice. I think they should tase you more often. I think they should arrest you more often. So all you guys are exposing is what a good job the cops are doing at not being tyrants, because if they were tyrants, you'd be handcuffed to a home. I'm going to do something. Hold on a minute, everybody. Hold on. Sorry about the dead air there. Someone was leaving a message. Sorry. Somebody was leaving a message, and I didn't want to die whoever was leaving the message, because I knew my microphone might pick it up. So I just stopped and muted real quick while that was going on. So anyway, I'm going to show you guys this again, because this is the most important thing that I've learned from doing this. I didn't learn any of the crap that these guys are supposed to educate people with. I learned what they actually are teaching people.
Policeman. A policeman is a composite of what all men are, I guess, a mingling of saint and sinner, dust and deity. Culled statistics, wave the fan over stinkers, underscore instances of dishonesty and brutality because they are news. What that really means is that they are exceptional, they are unusual, they are not commonplace. Buried under the froth is the fact. And the fact is that less than 0.5% of policemen misfit that uniform. And that is a better average than you'd find among clergymen. What is a policeman? He of all men is at once the most needed and the most wanted. A strangely nameless creature who is sir to his face and pig or worse behind his back. He must be such a diplomat that he can settle differences between individuals so that each will think he won, but if a policeman is neat, he's conceited. If he's careless, he's a bum. If he's pleasant, he's a flirt. If he's not, he's a grouch. He must make instant decisions which would require months for a lawyer, but if he hurries, he's careless. If he's deliberate, he's lazy. He must be first to an accident, infallible with a diagnosis. He must be able to start breathing, stop bleeding, tie splints, and above all, be sure the victim goes home without a limp or expect to be sued. The police officer must know every gun, draw on the run, and hit where it doesn't hurt. He must be able to whip two men twice his size and half his age without damaging his uniform and without being brutal. If you hit him, he's a coward. If he hits you, he's a bully. A policeman must know everything and not tell. He must know where all of the sin is and not partake. The policeman from a single human hair must be able to describe the crime, the weapon, the criminal, and tell you where the criminal is hiding. But if he catches the criminal, he's lucky. If he doesn't, he's a dunce. If he gets promoted, he has political pull. If he doesn't, he's a dullard. The policeman must chase bum leads to a dead end, stake out 10 nights to tag one witness who saw it happen but refuses to remember. He runs files and writes reports until his eyes ache to build a case against some felon who will get dealed out by a shameless Seamus or an honorable who isn't honorable. The policeman must be a minister, a social worker, a diplomat, a tough guy, and a gentleman. And of course, he'll have to be a genius because he'll have to feed a family on a policeman's salary.
All right. Gotta love Paul Harvey. Absolutely. And again, I love that speech because he covers everything, you know? Like the first thing he says, right? They underscore or they highlight the stinkers and underscore the brutality because that's news. Like, how accurate is that? Yeah, you always hear the story of the bad cops because there are bad cops. There's bad anything. But you don't hear on the news about every time a cop saves someone's life. You don't hear on the news about every time a cop pulls somebody out of a burning building. You don't hear on the news about every time a cop prevents a crime. You only hear about the times that the cop does something wrong. Because that sells. Just like frauditing. There are people out there who are not frauditors. Legitimate street journalists. And they make videos where they don't cause a scene, where they don't cause a fight, where they don't cause an altercation. And in many cases, those videos don't get as many views. But here's the deal, and this is very important to understand, because this goes back to us saying that they're not journalists. Because they say, well, First Amendment says anyone's a journalist. It doesn't. It says freedom of the press. Yeah, but it's a freedom that applies to all Americans. Therefore, all Americans are press, blah, blah, blah. I get the argument. But what they don't seem to understand is when I talk about journalism, when I say you're not a journalist, when I watch a video by someone who actually is a legitimate street journalist, what I'll see, for example, if somebody comes out and says, how may I help you? They will get into a series of questions like doing journalism, finding out information for their story. But these guys, someone tries to talk to them. How dare you disturb my peace? Don't talk to me, you public servant. You do what I tell you to do when I tell you to do it and not before, because you, sir. How are you getting information for your story that way? Who are you interviewing about the business that you're filming to get the information for your story? Journalism has, and I've seen legitimate street journalists that'll film the same kind of stuff. But when the people talk to them, they will actually do a little interview with them, have a back and forth. Yeah, I'm just here working on a story, which the frauditors always say. But then when they go, what story? They go, I can't tell you. I can't tell you that. It's a secret. It's a big secret. What's the secret? Every single story you film, you say that. So what's the secret? That you're an idiot? We know it's not a secret. So a legitimate journalist at that point would say, yeah, I'm working on a story about whatever it is, about the way that the architecture is in this building, say, for example. Do you know how old this building actually is? Oh, yeah, it was built in 1893 or whatever. Oh, that's interesting. And like actually get some facts, get some information to to build a real story, as opposed to just going in there and poking the bear and poking the bear and poking the bear and poking the bear. And then if finally the bear actually reacts to getting poked, oh, these horrible tyrants, oh, these terrible tyrants are after me. Don't poke the bear. That's what they do. That's what they all do. Some of them use a bigger stick. Long Island Audit might be poking him with a rubber stick, but he's still poking him. Because that's a big thing. Like, Long Island Audit's the gold standard because he's so calm. Yeah, he's poking the bear with a stick that has a rubber tip, but he's still poking the bear with a stick. And then you get somebody like SGV News who's stabbing the frickin' bear. Wake up! Wake up! Shandala mahala! Mahala mashula hala! And then they get all upset and freaked out when the bear wakes up and takes a swipe at the guy who's poking him. And then the bear's the bad guy. Idiots. They're a bunch of dumb idiots. Butterbrain douche canoe. Scumbags. Evil, heartless, soulless, no good, rotten, anti-American, pro-tyranny. And that's the other part that's horrible. Again, the frauditors are the tyrant. Yeah, Kfar. First he stabs a bear and then he pepper sprays it. Exactly. You keep stabbing it and stabbing it and stabbing it, and then when it tries to do something, you pepper spray it. Script Cat's like, even I want to see News Now Voodoo get tased after that. They broke the bear's shoulder. Oh, I'm telling you. Where was I? Oh, yeah. Butterbrain douche canoes are all full of poo. They're all no fun. A butthole sandwich. Eat. No good. Rotten. Terrible. Awful. Scumbags. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to join us tomorrow right here on the Frauditor Follies YouTube channel. Me and my co-host, Frauditor News Network, we're going to be here with our guest this week, Mark, the sarcastic law student. And then on Saturday, July 29th, unfortunately, Mrs. Schrodinger's cat had to cancel, but it looks like I might actually let Uncle Artie's Bar and Grill of Stupidity come up here. He's been begging. Maybe I'll even make it double trouble because he always wants to come up, and Jerry, the Forgiven Jerry, always wants to come up. Maybe I'll have both of them up. Who knows? It's going to be fun anyway. We're going to play it by ear on the 29th. I know. It'll be a fun show. It's always fun. We're all about having fun over here on Frauditor Follies. August 5th, Frauditor Roundup will be here. And on August 12th, we're going to have the Dick Bag Patrol. All right. And August 19th, our guest is going to be Garth Nader. Yeah, that's exactly right. And then on August 26th, ladies and gentlemen, Frauditor Ram. And then on September 2nd, ladies and gentlemen, Dummy Kruger. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We got a lot of great shows coming up. A lot of good stuff. So don't forget to join us tomorrow with Mark the Sarcastic Law Student. I can't wait to see you guys there on Saturday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be there or be square. And don't forget, I love you guys. You're the best fans in the world. And you always know it's the end of the show when you see the Elvis gnome. I love you guys. Thank you so much for everything. Oh, yeah. I'm all shook up. Ah, crap. I blew it. Hold on. There you go.
Hi there, can I help you?
Yes, I'm gonna get a PC Gore. Mine's high key sus. It's literally slower than a boomer, and the lag is dead ass so cringe. I was playing Valorant last night and it was such a bad vibe. If I get one more L, I'm gonna yeet it out a window, no cap.
Oh, yeet. I don't think we have any yeets in stock. Is that a
CEO of misunderstanding me much? I literally just said I want to go up my setup, as in I want it to be a whole ass snack. I want us to be the OTP, because right now we're absolute dog water.
Snacks? Ellie, I need help.
Yeah, what's up?
This girl's asking for a whole ass snack?
I know what's going on here. Sorry, we don't sell snacks at this store, but there's a nice little bakery over the road for you.
It's the actual audacity for me. You need to take several seats right now.
What seems to be the problem here?
This chooky ass store is currently serving me complete incompetence. I'm about 1 second away from posting a video that'll cancel you all so severely that the planet you're all responsible for killing is going to succumb to global warming before you financially and socially recover. Unless someone blows up my setup right now.
Beer. You're just looking for a glow up? I got you. This right here is the absolute chill zaddy of rigs. Iconic drip, if I do say so myself. And the graphics card on this absolutely slaps. It's basically snatched. I literally stand.
Period. I'll take it.
Sweet, just hover some plastic. Gucci. It's the pay cuts for me.
What just happened?
I don't know. And who's Stan?